Yes, welcome back to City Extreme. Tottenham preview. Big game. Arsenal dropping points today. Today's been a mad day of football, you know.
It's been a big day of football, yeah.
Newcastle obviously dropping points. They're up there, obviously, in the top 4 spots. United, the only real team up there that's actually got the win today, but Casemiro did end up getting himself sent off for man was choking the Donny, wasn't he?
Mate, have you seen United fans trying to justify it?
Yeah, it's
they keep on. This other guy should have been sent off, and it don't matter. He still won the game. Like your guy was sent off correctly. You can't just strangle a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they try to say, "Oh,
you can't just start strangling man then when you want." Like,
do you know what? Do you know what excuse to give it? It's like, "Oh yeah, but he did it for his own benefit, so he didn't get himself in a fight." Nah, that's not the law, man. You can't just go around strangling people and be like, "Oh yeah, strangled him to stop him having a fight with someone."
I put him in a chokehold and knocked him out so he couldn't fight me and get himself sent off.
That's not how it works, man. You know what I'm saying? So just accept it. You got to win. You're now in 3rd. Like, move on, innit? Like, what? It's Casemiro. Are you a one-man team? Is that what you're saying? Like, you can't deal with no Casemiro. Just chill.
And also, a small matter about Liverpool getting battered off Wolves 3-0.
I mean, it's big news anymore.
Well, it is, because we was talking about this the other day when we did the Premier League preview, and we were saying that Liverpool really need to like start stepping up kind of thing and get something back, but
they've won 1 out of the last 5 Premier League games.
It's dead. They just look. They look in the mud.
They are just in disarray, man. That team.
The thing is, it's nice to see the doubt. Like, I don't say nice. I've actually really enjoyed it being Liverpool and City at the top of the Premier League. It's been really competitive. I have enjoyed that, but it is also funny to see it when the opposition just like bins it like they have done this season. However,
it's also a warning to our football club that you have to continue to invest. In the team, otherwise this is what happens.
Yeah, you can go stale fast. Age like milk. That's what Liverpool done, isn't it? Yeah, the whole situation with them on their downfall, it's good to see, but it would have been nicer if Arsenal didn't just take their place.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, with Arsenal guys getting beat this morning, it's absolutely a huge game for City against Tottenham tomorrow. We're going to get into the details of it. We'll have a look at what's going on. We'll go through our starting 11 for tomorrow's game, and of course the infamous score predictions. Now, before we get into that, we've got 500 people in the house. Hopefully you're all doing well. Please make sure, guys, you drop a like on the stream. We're already at 120 likes. Let's get those likes past 200. So please hit that thumbs up button. It just helps the channel grow. Make sure you are subscribed to us as well as we close in on 70k. And big up to the guys at Manscaped. They sponsored today's stream. The ad will come soon. But in the meantime, if you do want to go over to their website, manscaped.com, use code XTRA20, that's XTRA20, and you'll get 20% off your entire order and free international shipping. They've got a couple new products on there as well, so it is worth checking out. Big up Leao to City, member for 2 months. It says, I'm enjoying this Liverpool downfall. Let's get the W tomorrow. He's going for a 2-1 win. Big up Leao to City.
I'll take that. That's 2 goals. 2 goals in Tottenham Stadium, not just one. I'll take that.
And Jordan Bass, welcome to the Xtra Club. Thanks for the support, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, let's dive in, and let's start with the elephant in the room, which is quite a big situation. Obviously, you've just touched on it then, and that is the fact that Manchester City so far have not scored a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is obviously a serious issue if you want to go and win the football match. This is an interesting one, you know what I mean? Because obviously we look at it before, we've missed penalties there. We've been done on the counter attack by Son, a pretty solo goal. I think you've got to go there tomorrow, and you've got to kind of like, I know it's difficult, but you've got to kind of forget the past. There's no point in dwelling on the past, yeah. The fact is, what's happened has happened. We have to go there tomorrow and show fight, determination, play for the badge. The players need to go out on the pitch and perform. And realistically, if they don't, then I do have serious concerns about the team. That they've been given a brilliant opportunity tomorrow to go and close the gap to 2 points. And they need to tomorrow, they have to go out there and put in a top performance and work extremely hard to do everything that they can to come away with the 3 points. Anything less than that, and that's serious concerns.
Yeah, if you don't see fight from the team or the team working 100% in a game like this, then you may as well just put a title in the bin now. You may as well just hand it over to Arsenal straight away, because what's the point? When you've given the opportunity to capitalise on Arsenal, which comes very, very rare this season, then what you know what I mean? What's the point? And then I think that's something that Pep was alluding to in that when he raged, in the last Tottenham game. and it's because it's against Tottenham, and man were half arse in it. Do you know what I mean? So I think we'll see a different side. I said the other day, I think it's good to kind of see us against Tottenham again after what Pep said, like being it so close to what Pep said, because it's basically part 2 of that. So we get to see if Pep's gonna like enjoy the performance that he sees for us against Spurs tomorrow, and if the players are willing to fight and step up. I think it's been big. I like you say, dwelling on the past and that. I don't see the players doing that. They shouldn't do that because there's no point. Anyway, what's happened. The fact that we've not scored a goal yet, yeah, so what? Let's score a goal this time. You know what I mean, it doesn't fucking matter really. Won a trophy, but like, there's no point in dwelling on that. Like for us as fans, yeah, it makes us shit ourselves a little bit because we're like, wow, we never scored a goal there. It's a bit of extra pressure for us. But for the team, they need to just put that to the back of their mind and just go out there and control the game. Go out there and play the best they can, and you're giving yourself your best fighting chance then.
Yeah, no, of course. That's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at Tottenham, they've only won 2 out of the last 5. Antonio Conte is unfortunately for him, he's still in Italy with this illness, this problem that he's got. So he won't be there.
Isn't he having surgery?
I believe so, yeah. So we wish him all the best and a quick recovery. But there's no doubt, you can't get away from it. There's no doubt that will likely
an effect,
negatively impact Spurs. So let's just see what we can do. Well, obviously tomorrow it's 2 things. One hand, I'm taking the result. I don't give a fuck if it's a scrappy game and we play really poorly. But for me, the one thing that I need to see from this team tomorrow is fight and determination.
Yeah,
because
fight.
They've been given. Yeah, it's all that's what it's about, because they've been given a brilliant opportunity here by obviously Arsenal letting it slip today at Goodison Park. And if I see the team tomorrow playing and they don't show that fight and determination, then I'm going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with them? You know what I mean? So
it makes no sense, doesn't it? It makes no sense.
And I think if we do get that, then Pep Guardiola will likely rip into them again. But I'm quietly confident that the team will put in the shift tomorrow and work extremely hard, because, like I say, surely to God, they don't need any more encouragement. And obviously, yes, there's a few players in this team that maybe want to leave or whatever, but you're a football player. Surely you the first thing on your mind is to win trophies. You know what I mean? You only play football for 12, 13 years at the top level before you have to retire. So, look, it's a big game tomorrow. It's for me, I think it's the biggest game of the season now. I really, really do, because Arsenal have dropped points. You got to understand, guys, we played, 20, 21 games? That's the second time that Arsenal have lost this season. You can't let this slip. We cannot let this opportunity slip. We have to go and take it with both hands tomorrow. We'll be 2 points behind Arsenal if we get the win. Obviously, Arsenal will have a game in hand. Let's call it 5 points, but we've still got to play Arsenal twice. And Arsenal have lost the last 2 games. Do you know what I mean? I've seen some fans saying, oh, maybe he made a mistake now. Arsenal fans, like last week, were all like, oh yeah, fucking buzzing that we're out the FA Cup. I warned it. I said, man, you want to keep that momentum. It's a powerful thing. Yeah. And now I'm seeing Arsenal fans on AFTV, some of them saying, maybe it's not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But look, it's going to be a crazy situation tomorrow.
You're full Steven Gerrard then, bro. They cannot let this slip. You're in full Gerrard mode. By the way, the predictions in the chat aren't the predictions. I'm going to start turning that off, because people use predictions during normal streams, innit? When the predictions we just save for the after this, basically they get updated after our previews. Yeah, interesting. I'm starting to feel it a little bit now. Do you remember today when I was watching the Arsenal game? I was like, not feeling it because I've not been thinking about it. But since the Arsenal game and that, it feels like this weekend everyone's slipping up. And I don't want City to be that guy. You know what I mean? I don't want us to slip up and not capitalise on this. I think that it's a massive, massive opportunity, and we need to take this very, very seriously. Very seriously.
Correct. It's a huge, huge game, and it'd be interesting to see what Spurs do, because of course they're in a bit of an odd situation where they're in a top 4 race. Yeah, they probably, the fans probably like.
Do they actually want to win this game? Because
of course, Arsenal, they're in a top 4 race, and they can't really afford to be doing Arsenal a favour. They've just got doing City a favour. They've just got to go out there and do what they can do. And that Son has caused us problems in the past, Harry Kane as well. So look, it's going to be a crazy, crazy game. But I agree, man. I've started to feel it as well today because we've been waiting for Arsenal to slip up for 20 matches, and they've not slipped up. They've slipped up once. So this is a huge, huge opportunity. And how many more times will they slip up this season? What about if they go the rest of the season and don't lose another game like they did in the first half of the season? Unlikely, but it's quite possible. Well,
so we're in the bin. We're in the bin anyway, then, isn't it?
Well, exactly. So we've got to be taking this opportunity, take it with both hands, and let's see what the team can do. We're going to get into starting 11. We've got a couple of super chats coming though. Big up Turkey. Says we need a statement win tomorrow. We're going to get an Ake masterclass incoming. And by the way, I swear the Ronaldo thing isn't fake. He's still having nightmares.
Oh yeah, it's Turkey who took on Ronaldo's son.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, yeah. I believe you, bro.
Yeah, no, we believe you from the off, mate. We believe you from the off, mate. That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Yeah, Ake masterclass. Obviously, without Cancelo now, a lot more pressure on Ake to be that number one left back, which no doubt he will be.
Which is important up against Kulusevski as well.
Yeah, I mean, he pocketed Taka. Hopefully, he can do well. It's actually surprising how much pace Ake actually does have. I think it was against Spurs when he showed that with them. He put on the afterburners. JV with the 2 says I see us being resilient and capitalising. City 2-0. Yes. Love that. Bro. Appreciate that.
Should we get into the starting 11 then, Bray? This is what people want to talk about, innit? People want to know the starting 11.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds and just clear this board. Clear the board. We've still got all the Donnies from the last match. Right, okay. Pow. There we go. There's the clean slate. The clean pitch is there. What a pitch. So there's no chance for Ortega, unfortunately. Although he has been playing very good. He did look really good against Arsenal. Very, very, very good actually against Arsenal.
Yeah, he did. But he ain't gonna play.
But he's not going to play. Imagine the scenes, though. That's some mad statement that from Pep, innit? If you just dropped Edison and Carson and Ortega just became number one. I'd be mad. But no, it's not going to happen. So Edison, bang. Edison's in net. Now.
Let's get Edison in there.
In fact, should we start with something that we know is going to happen? Nathan Ake will play left back.
Yeah, I think that's obviously. I don't see it.
We don't have another option. Sergio Gomez surely he's not going to play his game.
No,
and I don't see Laporte playing. If Laporte plays, I don't think he'd be the left-sided centre back. The left back. Right. So now John Stones in the mud for a month, so we know that John Stones isn't fit. I think we need to sort out right back first. Because the right back determines... No, well, it doesn't anymore, does it? The right back doesn't... Joe before was all like... Well, it kind of does. It kind of does. Rico or Walker. Rico's playing mint, yeah? But in my head...
Sorry, bro. I've got to add Akanji in there. I think Akanji could be a serious shout at right back tomorrow as well. It wouldn't surprise me if he went Ake, Laporte, Diaz, Akanji. Really would not surprise me if he'd done that.
Yeah, nah, I can't. I can't be doing that. Akanji, when he was playing right back, suffered. When he became our full right back, he suffered
something's
heavily.
Not quite right with Walker at the moment. And will he want a full send Rico Lewis in this game? I'm just saying it's an option. I'm not saying I'd do it. I'm just saying he would be 100% an option at right back. We've seen Pep Guardiola play 4 centre backs in a game recently. I can't remember which one it was. It's definitely an option that he could play Akanji at right back.
I think I think I have to pull it. It's such a difficult one, this, bro. It's such a difficult one. Where does your head lie? Because I can't really find where mine lies. My head says safety is Walker, but Rico offers us a lot.
I kind of with you in the sense that normally, like, you gravitate to a certain option.
Yeah, and my mind is gravitating towards Walker. Because I don't know, I feel safe, bro. I feel safe with the Walker situation. Benno with 179 says, I'm getting so nervous. He's already started on the Jim Beam. Yes, with the Jim Beam. What a drink. What a drink.
See, people saying like full Sam Walker and the poll is live, by the way. So cast your votes and it's split. No one's voted for Akanji just yet.
It's 50-50 on Walker and Rico right now. But then if you look at the chat, Bearheads are saying Walker. But then it is a mix because you see people with Rico in there.
Well, let's talk about the pros and cons of both players then. So let's start off with Rico Lewis. The obvious pro of getting Rico Lewis in there is that you can invert him in field on the ball. That'll be nice.
Yeah, he's better than what Kyle Walker will be as well.
And Akanji.
However, you suffer defensively with Rico in. As much as he's good. I think that's a fair statement.
I think that's a fair statement to make. By the way, that's a system and a player combination. I think Walker's clearly a better defender than Rico, and also I do feel that system we're not as solid at the back in that formation
because Rico will be pushed higher at the pitch.
Correct.
So if they counter us, Rico's not in that right back spot.
And how does Tottenham normally score their goals?
Counter-attacks.
The other thing is, how do Spurs normally score goals against us? They get someone to drop into the midfield, so that would be a pro. I would say that's a pro to have Rico Lewis in because you'd have him and Rodri in there. Therefore, having two players in the midfield, making it more difficult and giving them less space to get Harry Kane to drop in to be able to spin and turn the ball over to either Kulusevski or Son. If you look at sort of Walker, obviously you're not going to get much going forward, and when you do, it's likely to be not the best quality in terms of balls into the box, etc. But defensively, you like to think he's going to be absolutely solid. There are still question marks over his match fitness. Is he fully match fit? No one really knows because we've not seen him play 90 minutes for a long time. So that's an issue, and it doesn't really give our midfield and attacking options very much support going forward. Which against a Spurs team that maybe going into the game would probably take a point. Given where they are, given that they've only won, I think I said 1 or 2 in the last 5, and they're playing, in terms of they're playing the Premier League champions, would they be happy with the point? Probably. They might just sit back. That's obviously not going to be good in terms of our build-up play from the back. It's a very, very interesting one. So in terms of Akanji, I think Akanji for me is a little bit like Walker in the sense you're not going to get too much going forward. Positional play, you're going to suffer a little bit because he's not a right back, so he's going to suffer. But he is more match fit than Walker, so that's where the pro comes over. Could
you could you full send Rico Lewis first half, try and get the goal, or try and get ahead, then potentially at some point in the second half swap for Walker to offer you a bit more defensive.
Say that again.
So Rico Lewis starts the match.
Yeah.
You go and get the goal or try and get the goal. I mean, you go out there with the aim to lead the game, and then say at like the 60-minute mark, you take Rico off and put Walker on to try and protect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's something that you could do. The question mark will come in is if they score first, then people will be going, "Oh, for fuck's sake,
should have started Walker."
Yeah. It's really, really, really tricky. Look, the poll is extremely
This is one of the closest polls I've had. 404 votes, and literally it's at the moment Rico Lewis 50, Walker 49, Akanji 2.
It's so close. It's incredibly close, the poll. Look, the poll's gone Rico Lewis.
Has it? No, it's gone back down.
It's so close, man.
Whilst that's kind of settling, I guess 2 people have voted for Akanji. Francesco says with 179, I think Pep will put Walker at right back and Rico Lewis at left back. I think that's too much full send for me because we've not seen Rico Lewis play left back yet in the first team. So I think that's a little bit too much of a risk for me, that one. Oliver Wilson with a 2 says, might be Rico left back, Walker right back. He says the same thing. Again, I just feel like that's too much of a risk, man. Ake has been sick. He's been mint.
Yeah, I agree. I think that maybe Rico Lewis can play left back, but who's been our most solid defender this season? It's been Ake, and where's he been playing on that left back's position? So for me, people who are saying that, you're taking our best sort of player, our most consistent player out of the defence and moving them in a game that we're going to win against Kulusevski. Not for me. Not for me. I wouldn't be doing that. I think maybe long term, medium term, that is something that you could look at. But in a game like this, I don't see how you could play Rico Lewis left back, man.
Tyler Hilliard, just as Tyler with a 2, says got to be Walker for the experience and counter attack, and that is like I said before, that is primarily where they'll get their goals from. And it'd be something about it. It'd be kind of nice to see what Ake and Walker, how that runs. Jordan Baz, just with a 5, says wouldn't mind whether Rico or Walker play, but reckon Pep will play it safe and start Walker, then bring Rico on in the second half. That's another way of running it. You could start with Walker. FY, this poll, by the way, is still... The poll is still on 49-49. Nearly 500 people voted on this poll, and it's still 49-49. That is wild. There's 873 people here, so a decisive factor can come.
You know what's also funny? I thought, is this just YouTube, like people being weird? I've also put the poll on our Twitter page, bro. It's 50.7% for Rico Lewis, 49.3% for Kyle Walker.
Fucking hell. The fan base is split, man.
The whole fan base is completely split on this. No one can decide. Look, man, look, bro, we need to get an answer on this. What we're saying, Rico Lewis or Kyle Walker?
Last one from last day from Roberto away with the 7 months. Last thing on Walker, yeah. He says Walker's barely played, but he highly rates Rico. He says we need to sign Barry McCracken for left back due to his abuse at Sheffield, but on the real, we need to be playing Diaz. That's a lot. That there, my vote. Well, if you want to go off the poll, Walker is now in the lead. At 550 votes, Walker's now in the lead on 50%.
Yeah.
But maybe does the decision just come back down to me and you? Do you know what I mean? Does it revert back to us?
Well, it's our stream, so it's like
when you do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but then they have they ask the audience, and 2 options are all up there.
Yeah,
it's like that, and then the guy's got to choose. Well, I think me and you got to choose, innit? Like my head, I like the idea of playing Rico Lewis in the first half, then Walker second half. But my head, honestly, is leaning Walker.
This is the problem I have. It's a catch-22. I know for a fact, because this happens to every young player, that during their development period, they will drop a stinker. It happens to everyone. And Rico Lewis has not yet had that stinker. If I play Rico Lewis tomorrow and he drops that stinker, I'm going to be like, I fucking knew I shouldn't play this game. This game was too big. It's the biggest game of the season. There was too much pressure. Why did I pick him? Why did I have him outside 11? However, on the flip side, if I play Kyle Walker and he does shit or we just rubbish it, like pushing forward, our build-up plays arse, I'm going to be like, why didn't I just play Rico Lewis? I should have played Rico Lewis. He's been inverted well. He's better going forward. He's the one in form. I should have gone with an informed player. I cannot win on this, bro. So whatever the poll's going for, just go for the poll because I'm sitting on the fence on this one.
Well, Walker has taken a bit of lead now of 51%. Rico Lewis on 47%. So I'll end that there. My vote. It went to 52% then. My vote lies also with Kyle Walker because that's the way my head's leaning. I'm leaning towards safety. I'm being a little bitch, bro. I'm leaning towards safety, innit? You know what I mean?
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
I'm shitting it. So I'm leaning towards that side of it. So yeah, 2% for Kanji though. Big up man like Kanji. You know what I mean? 2% of the people repping hard.
Yeah.
Big up to them guys.
The next question is who plays in that centre-back position. Now, Akanji's played pretty much every single game.
Yeah, and he's played very, very well.
And he's played very, very well. However, you now do have Ruben Diaz and Aymeric Laporte available.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't think this is easy either.
It's not. Laporte has to play. Standard, Laporte has to play as the left-sided centre-back regardless. Because he was mint when he came on and played in that central role when John Stones got injured. Mm-hmm. He has to play that left-sided centre-back because then he will be the middle of the back three if Walker does end up inverting. Mm-hmm. I feel like that is not a question. Laporte has to play. Laporte has to play and he'll be in the centre. That has to happen. And you've been calling for it for ages, bro. So I'm going to guess you agree with that. You have to play Laporte. He played mint when he came on.
I just don't know whether I'm going to go Laporte Diaz or Laporte Akanji. I really don't think it's that easy.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So Laporte has to be
Laporte plays, though. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Laporte plays. Whack Laporte in, because he plays.
Laporte is in regardless.
He's got to play. He's got to play.
Now,
the question is, do you play Laporte Diaz? Diaz has hardly played any football. Or do you play Akanji, who's been playing a lot this year, and he's been playing pretty good?
Recently, he's been playing really well as well.
He's also faster than Diaz, which might help on the counter-attack. It's fucking hard, this, isn't it, man? I'm glad I ain't managing me.
It's mad, right? Because our squad depth is a myth, yeah, because, do you know what I mean? It is a bit of a myth. But at the same time, our centre-back depth is wild.
Yeah, that is one that's not a myth.
The centre-back area, no myth there. No myth. Factual information.
Okay, so we're going to do the 3-2-1 driller. We're going to do the 3-2-1 driller, bro. Go 3, 2, 1, say the player. You got to say either Akanji or Diaz.
Yeah, okay.
All right?
Oh, wait. You need to get...
He's like, nah, I need more time. I need
to think about my decision.
It's hard, bro.
No,
it's hard.
I know it, bro. I know it. You can full send. I'm confident in the decision.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Diaz. I'm confident in the decision, bro. I'm confident.
Now, let me just say something on this. That then is a completely changed up defence to what we have been playing. Yep. We're abandoning the inverted fullback, which we have been playing recently. We're playing Diaz, who's hardly played any football. We're playing Kyle Walker, who's hardly played any football. And to be fair, even Laporte's not really played that much football. Is that a smart move?
No.
It's not a smart move, that, at all. It's not a smart move. If we can see 2 goals with that defence tomorrow, every single person who said they want that back 4 tomorrow will be going, why the fuck didn't we just play the same formation?
Why didn't we play? Yeah, why didn't we play Rico Lewis at right back, Akanji, Ake, and Laporte? Why didn't we play that?
Everyone will be saying that.
That's the thing. But we absolutely shit the bed against Spurs last time. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Ruben Diaz. We all called for the leadership of Ruben Diaz in that moment.
Pep Guardiola, if you're watching this stream, right?
Which we know he does.
I fully respect how hard this job is, and you are worth the £20 million that you get paid a year. Because I don't think I could make these decisions for £20 million. They are so difficult. Unbelievable.
I'd have a mental breakdown. I mean, I can't deal with this every week. I struggle enough on streams, bro, and this is fake. I mean, this thing that we put out there, it's fake, and it never happens.
If we don't get the win tomorrow, he will get criticised regardless of what happens, because people will just say, oh, well, why didn't you just do this?
Yeah, there's always the other option. So, like, if he runs with this option that we're going to say, then and we lose, everyone's like, oh, why don't you stick to the normal thing? Or if he runs with the defence that we played against Arsenal in the second half with Laporte in there, everyone would be like, well, why didn't you change it? Why didn't you change it? Why didn't you put Diaz in? Do you know what I mean? You're always at a loss. You basically, that's live and die by the sword in the manager's seat, innit? You just got to take the hits.
Frederick in the chat says, you guys are taking Akanji's role for granted. If this was Stones playing at this high level, he'd be the first name on the team sheet.
Bro,
you might be right, bro. You might be right on that.
Because I rate it. I rate Akanji, innit? I rate it heavy, innit? But and if it happens that Akanji plays, I'm fine for it. I am fine for it. But this is why we're saying this ain't a smart move, innit? It's not a smart move.
This is not a smart move. This is not what we're doing here. This is stupid.
This is terrible.
Dynamo Drillers Craig, yes, bro, the 179 says Eagles Laporte Akanji. Well, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people will. Let's have a look at the poll, by the way. So 53% of people in the chat want Laporte and Diaz. 36% of people want Laporte and Akanji, and 11% of people want Akanji and Diaz. So there you go. Laporte Diaz is the overwhelming majority favourite. We're backing it as well. Yeah. However, I'm backing it with a caveat of fully accepting that this defense is fucking stupid.
This is basically, if Pep picked this, you could pick. There's arguments to be had because you can just be like, basically, he's setting himself up really, but it's just. It's just difficult, man. It's just difficult. And then the more I look at it, bro, the more I look at it, I'm just like, this ain't happening.
Yeah. By the way, the Twitter poll has gone 52% Walker, 48%.
No way. That's close to what this was as well. Yeah. This was 41%.
So again, you know, if people can't decide,
that's mad. That.
So yeah, there's your back four anyway. It will be very, very, very interesting to see the defense for tomorrow. Of course, Rodri's going to play in that CDM position. So get him whacked in there. We're going to move on to the attacking midfielders now. Before we do, big up to the guys at Manscaped. Guys, lock yourselves in. Get the cabbage in the chat. It's time for the Manscaped ad. Let's go, Bray.
The way you full send that. I need a button again. Right, here we go.
85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code XTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping.
Yes, go check out Manscaped. Use code X20 for 20% off and free international shipping. Big up to all the Kiwi gang in the chat.
Hey. Right, yeah, so let's move on to that midfield. Then, of course, we've got Rodri in there. Phillips has got absolutely no chance. Now, the question is, because, of course, people will remember that in the game where we beat them 4-2, that a certain player did not feature in that game. And you'll all remember that was Kevin De Bruyne, bro. He didn't play in that game. So, does Kevin De Bruyne play tomorrow, in your opinion?
Yes.
Yeah, same here.
He just does, doesn't he? He just does play.
Anyway.
He just does play.
He plays. Get him in there. So Kevin De Bruyne starts. How many things does he need now, bro? Assists.
What's the record? 20 or 21? He's on 16. I don't know if that's
he's on
Prem.
12
in the Prem. Yeah, okay.
12 in the Premier League.
So he needs 8 to match, I think. I think it's 20 the record. Oh, is it 21? God knows.
Well, there you go. Anyway, he's close. Play in there, man. Yeah, he's got to play in there, Kevin De Bruyne. He's got to, and he got subbed off, didn't he, in the last game after 70 minutes or something like that. So again, he didn't play in the game before that. So Kevin De Bruyne should be coming into this game tomorrow pretty fresh, He's had a whole week off, as the other team have. He only played 75 minutes in the last game. He didn't play against Spurs. So realistically, he should be pretty fresh for this. I need Kevin De Bruyne tomorrow to go out there and show me why he's a Ballon d'Or nominee.
I want a game, Kev, innit?
Yeah,
I want a game. I don't want. Oh, this guy's looking a bit leggy nowadays because he's 31 or 32, Kev. I don't want that version of Kev, innit? I want a game, Kev, when you're looking at him and go, yes, this guy's still got it. That's what we need. We need him to be on fire tomorrow. He needs to be absolutely slamming. And he looked good when he first came back from the World Cup, so hopefully he can do bits. Lizzie says, John, I'm begging you to get a Walker picture like the rest of the team. I do actually have one as well. He's just not linked. Then I forget every time we leave the preview streams. I forget again. And then I'm like, allow the Walker picture. That's just what happens. Repeat. Masson, by the way, with the 2 says, LB, can you do a demo on how to use the Manscaped trimmer?
Well, you've missed it now.
You missed it. It's all gone, isn't it?
So it's all gone, bro. You have to wait another 4 weeks. So
wait another couple of weeks, and then you can re-up it. a live tutorial.
Plus, there was a demo. Did you not see the Kiwi, Brie?
I know you didn't see the Kiwi. You didn't see them hairs flying off the Kiwi.
Right, let's talk who plays next to Kevin De Bruyne. Got a couple of options. Let's throw all the options in the hat. Yeah, let's just put all the players in the ring. Royal Rumble. Last man standing gets the position.
Buzz in, right? Okay, Bernardo.
Gundogan, Bernardo, Foden, Grealish. They're the 4 players.
Peroni.
Yeah.
Well, Rumble, bro, you got to throw them all in.
Yeah, I know, but I've only got 4 options.
Oh, yeah, there's only 4 options on the poll.
He didn't even make it into the ring. So
he's not.
Let's talk. So the thing is this a predicted 11 or is this what we want? It's what we want, right? So
people are saying Alvarez as well.
Well, we'll get onto that. I mean, I don't think you can play Alvarez and Kevin De Bruyne. You'd have to not play Kevin De Bruyne. And Omer, by the way, I don't know if most people know a guy called Omer on Twitter. He's a little bit of a tactical. He likes to do all the tactic shit, and even he says he finds it very difficult to get Kevin De Bruyne and Alvarez in the same team unless Alvarez is playing as the lone striker without Haaland. It's very, very difficult to get them both in the side. Unless you play Alvarez right wing, which people don't really want. So I don't play Alvarez. The player that I would go for tomorrow is Bernardo Silva.
I completely agree. He looked good when he came on against Arsenal.
I'd go for Bernardo.
And he brings energy. And I feel like now the transfer window's ended. This because I'm speculating here, but maybe there's something about it being during the transfer window because he had a dip in form during that time. He's not really looked himself. Maybe there was like a glimmer of hope that he could leave the football club. So it's kind of distracts him a little bit. Whereas now he can just focus on his football for the next couple of months.
I think what he could offer us tomorrow, that energy, the work rate, the little bit of quality that he has, dropping deep next to Rodri and playing a little bit of a double pivot should we need that. Getting forward, linking up the attack as well is kind of what we need. And you know what I'd say to him? I'd get it seriously. I feel like Bernardo's like a good guy, right? Bernardo's a good person, yeah. You know what I'd do to Bernardo Silva? I'd get him. I'd fucking speak to him today. I'd say, listen, yo. I said, you've got another, 4 months at this football club? 3 months? We've loved having you here. The fans love you. Everyone loves you, but we all accept that you're leaving in the summer. This game that we're playing tomorrow is absolutely crucial to our season. Mm-hmm. I want you to go out there and put everything you've got on the line tomorrow.
On the line, yeah.
You really have sort of respected everyone at this club, which I believe he has. You respect the fans. We all accept that you're going, no problem. Go out there tomorrow and give us a performance of your career, bro. That's what I'm fucking saying to him, bro. I'm a motivational LB, yeah. I'm saying go out there, bro, and put out a performance, man, and give me everything you've got. And I tell you what, if he does that, I'll respect the guy forever, yeah. He needs to go out there tomorrow and just give me everything.
Score against Spurs and we'll let you go. That's it.
That's what I'm doing, man.
Get a brace against Spurs and we'll let you go, mate. You can leave on a free.
You got to play that emotional card, bro. You got to Uno that card, you know what I mean? And say, listen, come on, man.
Uno it. Uno reverse.
Yeah, you're going in the summer. Ain't no conversation about it. We all know he's going. Give me your best ever Manchester City performance tomorrow. Give me that performance. Let us all know how good you are. You know what I mean? Because when he leaves, he's going to have a highlight reel, yeah?
Yeah, you will.
Let Spurs away on 5th of February 2023. Be the highlight reel, man. Serious, man. You got to play the emotions. You got to play the emotions.
I rate it.
I go in Bernardo Silva. I'm going Bernardo Silva.
I rate it. I rate it. I was picking Bernardo Silva anyway, even before you did your mega speech to Bernardo to convince him to have the best game of his career.
I'm going to do a poll, though. just to double check what people say. I would go Bernardo.
See what people are saying. I've seen that Moaz Dino. I'm pretty sure he said that Bernardo plays too deep, put Foden in as cam. But I feel like Bernardo played too deep though because he was protecting that back line a little bit more. I feel like we've got Diaz, Laporte in there. I don't think he needs to protect that back line as much as what he was.
Mm-hmm.
So then I feel like he can go forward a little bit more then.
Completely agree. The times when Bernardo drops too deep is typically when we've got Ake and Akanji as our centre-back partnership, and John Stones and Laporte are not on the pitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I put the poll in the chat. Let us know what you think, but I'd go for Bernardo Silva.
My vote is with Bernardo as well.
And I'd fucking say it. I'd say, come on, man. Please. I
beg.
There are thousands and thousands of City fans watching this game, man, going, we need to win this game. And Bernardo Silva, this could be one of maybe a few brilliant send-off performances from him. I mean, and get your new club gassed. You know what I'm saying? Get your new club gassed. Let your new club know what they're getting. So yeah, for me, Bernardo Silva. The poll, it's only been up a few moments. We've already got over 250 votes.
Yeah, so, look at the state. It's
largely Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, and I'm fine for that. I'm absolutely fine for that.
Get it in there,
Bernardo. Welcome to the team, mate. Nice to see you back. Humorous is feeling emotional after that. I love how you threw in the Uno card it. like that made sense.
Doesn't make sense, bro. But when you're playing emotions, nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense. You just got to throw words out there, innit? Listen to the words.
Because when you're doing that, bro, he's not going to go. When you're giving him emotional speech, he's not going to go, wait a sec, what the fuck are you on about Uno card? You know what I mean? He's sat there going, yeah, I get it. They don't question shit. Seriously, man. Haaland up top?
Yeah, it has to be Haaland up top. Easy. That's an easy decision. Now, Riyad Mahrez right wing. Has to be.
Not for me.
No way. No way.
I've thought about this all day. I'm. You know what I'm going to do? Well, you know what I'm going to do because it's obvious what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Phil Foden Grealish. I'm switching it up, man. I'm fucking going Phil Foden Grealish.
He's only just come back from injury, bro.
I don't care.
I don't care, mate. Don't care. Straight in.
I don't care. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I'm sending Jack Grealish and Phil Foden. I don't like the fact that we're playing this defense. I think you need a little bit more spark. So I'd go.
Mahrez gives you a spark.
Nah, not that type of spark. Like energy spark. I need energy spark. So yeah, I'm not going Mahrez. I'm going Foden Grealish. That would be my front three.
I disagree. I think it should be Grealish, Mahrez. If it ain't broke.
Ain't broke.
Yeah, we're cooking at the moment, though, isn't it?
Ain't broke.
We're cooking at the moment, bro. Mahrez slamming on the goals. Grealish actually putting in stats. I think Mahrez.
Listen. I ain't gonna be moaning if he plays Mahrez. You know what I mean? I think Mahrez is sick and he's in sick form, and I've been a big fan of Riyad Mahrez this season. But for me in this game, I've just got a feeling that we should go Grealish and Foden. I don't know really why. I just got that feeling, Bray.
What is bro cooking? What is bro cooking? That is funny.
I just have a feeling, right? I just have a feeling that something's not been quite right with Phil Foden over the last months. And I seen an interview that he did the other day and the comments that he made and the rumours, which I believe probably are true, about him defending Pep Guardiola. And I just think that might spark him back into life. And I'd feel
I mean, to be fair, he'd been looking good in his press conference trailers. Do you know what I mean? With the way he's been speaking. Hang on, I'm just going to add a poll in it to see what people want.
I mean, Mahrez is going to win it by clear. You know what I mean? Mahrez is going to clear it.
I mean, to be fair, there are other options though. You could have Wildly and Alvarez and Mahrez one. There's 4 options in it, so he will use them all. I've not put Cole Palmer in any of them because he's not going to play. So yeah, your wingers have a Grealish Mahrez, Grealish Foden, Grealish Alvarez, or Alvarez Mahrez.
Or Foden Mahrez. That's another option.
Oh yeah, you know what? I actually didn't think about Foden on left wing. That is actually a shout. Actually, Mahrez and Foden is one. We only have 4 options in it, so. Why YouTube do that for as well? Why can they not allow more options? YouTube can not handle. If we have one more option, YouTube shuts down. Do you know what I mean? The YouTube building, all the lights go off. Like, what's that about if we had one more option onto that? Stinks.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Like, but yeah, that's what I'd do anyway. I would like to see a little bit of a return to Grealish Foden. You know, we've seen it a couple of times.
You know what? I like it. I like the Grealish Foden thing. I do like it. I just think with Foden only just come back from injury, I just think it's got to be Mahrez for me. He's firing, and Grealish.
He's firing, yeah.
Grealish in some decent form. So yeah, last time we saw it was 6-3. Hugh Murray says, did we not see it once after that? Oh no, because Kyle Walker got injured in that game, and Kyle Walker would be returning this game. So maybe.
I also just think sometimes Kyle Walker, Mahrez, sometimes it's just a bit dead. Sometimes it's not always dead, but sometimes it can just be a bit dead.
I'm full say. I'm sticking with Grealish Mahrez. The chat's voted. The 368 votes. It's clear it's gone for Grealish and Mahrez. But at least
it was always going to go Grealish Mahrez.
At least
they're the ones that are playing well.
At least you threw a different idea in there, and don't be surprised if Pep goes with that. Because
I mean, Pep doesn't typically go for who is necessarily in form. He looks at each game and he goes, this is what I want, and these are the players that I like in training this week. You know, so I mean, we've seen Mahrez score a hat trick and then not play the next football match. So just because Mahrez is in good form doesn't mean he'll necessarily play. But that team there that's on your screen right now, obviously from your midfield forward, it's fine. It's just that defense, you know. Obviously, the defense itself. I'm looking at the defense and going,
it's actually very good. It's just because
they've never played with each other.
We're basically we've been infected by Pep. By now, we want to change it up, as opposed to before. It was always Pep who changes things up, and there's no consistency in our back line. And we've been complaining about the lack of consistency in the team, and yet we're the ones sat here changing it up again. So we are the victim of our own downfall here, like, or whatever it is. Like we're causing it. We're the catalyst in this. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I like it though. I like that back four. I think it's pretty solid.
It should be a solid. It's a solid back four. It's just about creativity options, you know. And there's going to be a lot of pressure on Laporte to get that ball into Bernardo and Kevin De Bruyne, you know what I mean, and bypass his fellow defenders and possibly Rodri to try and get that ball forward quicker. That's the issue with that. Yeah. So look, it's going to be a crazy decision for Pep Guardiola to make. He's got big calls to make tomorrow, especially at that right back position. What does he do? Does he play Kyle Walker or does he play Rico Lewis? We will find out tomorrow.
Crazy one.
That's what we want to score predictions.
Yeah. Score predictions. Here we go. I'll throw mine out there straight away, and I think that we're going to win 2-1.
Okay.
I think we'll beat Spurs 2-1. I think we'll go 2-0 up. They'll get a goal. Young-Min Son will score, obviously. On a counter attack, obviously. And then we'll all be crying for Rico Lewis to be on the pitch because Walker didn't deal with it or whatever it is. But yeah, that's the way I think it is.
Yeah, my score prediction for Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the 5th of February 2023 is Tottenham Hotspur.
If you say 5-0, I'm going to lock you out the shed tomorrow. You ain't coming in here.
I'm going to go Tottenham Hotspur 0. Manchester City 3.
I did that to the chat. I was like that. I was saying you go 3. I knew you'd go 3 now.
I'm pretty confident for tomorrow, man. I'm going into this game thinking we're going to fucking do this.
For a ground that we've never scored in, you're going to never scoring to scoring 3. You don't, but we said it before, don't think about the past. You don't need to dwell on the past, but I think...
Don't think about the past, man.
3-0 is heavy.
We scored 4 goals in, 20 minutes at home? I'm back in the bottom. That was 2 weeks ago, man. Why can't we score 3 goals in 90 minutes? You know what I'm saying?
When was the last time at home Tottenham conceded? To be fair, Tottenham at home, Arsenal beat them at Tottenham's place 2-0. I'm trying to find out when the last time. Oh, Aston Villa beat them at Tottenham 2-0. It's just us, bro. We just got this. It's got this curse, man. Leeds scored 3 goals against them in November.
Defensively, the pants. Defensively, they're really poor. If you look at their goals conceded, and they got 31. That's the worst out of the top 10 teams in the league. They've got the worst defense out of the top 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
look at their defense guys, or Eric Dyer. Serious. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to go there tomorrow, and we got to be like, we got to show a bit of chest, man.
Funnily enough, the last team to go there and score 3 goals and win the game was actually at Arsenal.
I'm telling you, man, if we go there tomorrow and we even,
I'm chatting shit, by the way,
semi-decent, we'll create chances. We will create chances. So there we go. Pick up Isaac for the donation, man. He says, looking forward to tomorrow's game. 3-1 City win. City till I die. Yes, Isaac. Thanks for the donation, bro. I see it. I do see City scoring goals tomorrow. I think we'll score at least 2 goals.
I hope so.
As Spec there says, with a 2, says, going to batter these lot 5-0. I think we'll score goals tomorrow. Look, Spec, I'm banned from saying 5-0, bro. You know what I mean?
You're not allowed, bro. You know why you're not allowed, and all the other shit that comes with it as well. You're not allowed to say any of that, innit?
But I do generally think we'll go there. I do think we'll end the goal curse. I do think we'll score a goal, and I think we'll score at least 2 or 3. I really, really do. It's just a case of how will we do defensively, and obviously you do have then a big question about the right back. You know, the right back, whatever he picks, that's going to be absolutely huge. Probably the biggest sort of tactical decision that Pep Guardiola's got to make tomorrow. That's going to massively influence us. How do we deal with their counter-attacks? Kulusevski, Son, Kane. That's disgusting. But other than that, I think their actual team, other than that, I think it's pretty average. You know, that doesn't mean to say that they can't beat us. Of course they can beat us. They're a decent, well-drilled side.
It's the Premier League at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the Premier League, but you look at like someone like Højbjerg. I mean, he's not been that great this season. Perisic, he's getting on a bit. We should be able to get at him. Emerson, he's poor. Romero's decent, but he's only 1 out of the 3. They play Davis and Dyer. I don't know whether they're going to switch that up for tomorrow's game. I just think, come on.
I just want to see second half City tomorrow. I want to see that second half from our game at home. I want to see that kind of thing. Because at the end of the day, the first half, we did control the game. We just crumbled. As soon as they scored, obviously Edison binned it, and then we crumbled straight away after that.
Exactly.
But other than that, we did control the game, and we looked even better in that second half. So I'm expecting the same again, and the players know what Pep wants from them, and they know that what's on the line. Pep needs to be drilling it into players now to say, look, yo, this is the situation. We can capitalise on Arsenal tomorrow. All you got to do is go out there and beat Spurs, a side that you did beat 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
From 2-0 down.
No. I fully agree. Let's see what the players can do. They know the situation, they don't need to be told. It's a massive game. Let's see them go out there and play with some passion, play with some energy.
Yeah.
Let's see if they're up for this title fight, or they're just gonna miss an opportunity again. It's gonna be a massive game tomorrow. We're gonna be going live around 3:30 tomorrow. So make sure you join us for it. Make sure you bring the energy, the vibes.
Big
tomorrow
energy.
For me, I think it's the biggest game of the season now. I think if we win tomorrow and close that gap to 2 points. Do you know what I mean? 4 games winning streak for City as well if we win tomorrow. Come on, man. You've got to be confident that we can go on and do this. So tomorrow, make sure you bring the energy if you're going to join us in a watch along. It's going to be a big one. But yeah, there you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's going to be a crazy one. The nerves tomorrow are going to be absolutely insane. What are your nerve levels, bro? Out of 10? What you on now?
Probably like a 5. Probably halfway.
I thought you was going to say something like that, bro. I thought you was going to say something like that. I was really bad before. I was really quite nervous before. I was like, because I feel like, in a weird way, I kind of feel like it's now or never. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It does feel like if we don't capitalise now, then we're just not going to get a chance to catch them at all.
Yeah.
Whereas if we beat Spurs, then it's in our hand, bro. It's in our hands.
Yeah.
Like, technically.
No, completely agree. But yeah, guys, we'll be back tomorrow for the watch along. It's going to be a big one. I'm going live on Twitch now. Play some FIFA, get some tunes on. Got a couple of beers in, man. So if you fancy joining me, I'll put the link in the chat. Come over and chill out. But yeah, for everyone else. We'll see you tomorrow. Live watch along 3:30. It's going to be a big one. See you later.
See you in a bit.